efforts, and one of the main things they do is help people who are still veiled, i.e. in third density, evolve. Because this phase that we're in right now is the only phase in the universe where you are veiled. It's the only phase where you don't know that you're connected to some greater intelligent cosmos. It's the only phase where you don't understand that you are interconnected with others on a mental and spiritual and emotional level. We can believe in this reality that we are totally walled off and isolated. In these higher levels, we start to have access to incredible consciousness potentials, all kinds of new things happen. Education, there's the next one. Wow, that's so obvious because education is broken. I was just on lunch break and we were talking about how if I could reform American educational system, I would have every kid with a computer. I'd be teaching them word processing, spreadsheet. I'd be teaching very important skills that are practical. People should have the option to learn computer animation, video editing. That's becoming the medium of exchange on the internet, is doing videos. That should be something that you learn in school. And rock band class. Right now, most music education is still classical, which isn't very exciting to most people. Jazz, if you're lucky. Let's get it out of that box and let's give it an incentive program where kids can get to jam out in the rock band as an incentive for getting good grades, and the better grades you get, the more practice time you get in the studio. Believe me, that's going to start to turn things around. So the education system can be totally changed. And look at the rewrites that we have to do to basic science and mathematics, and just all the different branches of science have to be redone once we understand what's really going on and how it works. Then we have politics. No question. Politics has got to change completely. We already have technology that's been suppressed that can take unavoidable quantum shifts in your nervous system that occur when you're lying and make them visible. An unbeatable lie detector. Now imagine what that would do to politics. We also have technology that has been called the sniffer that can sniff one molecule out of billions, and it would completely reform the justice system, because if somebody lies about committing a crime, if there's even one molecule on that object that is part of the evidence for the crime, this will smell what happened, and we can miniaturize those sniffers now down to no bigger than a cigar, and they are so good that they also work as a DNA tester. That's the kind of technology that's going to be coming out in the future that will totally change the field of politics. And in the Atlantean times, you'll see these guys that have these big U-shaped necklaces that they're wearing, and that was an early but really more high-tech example of that quantum lie detector, where if they start telling a lie, it actually compresses their neck and they start choking. So we could really use those right now, and they're coming. What's next on the list? We got science. Well, we've talked a lot about that. Science is in for a massive, massive rewrite. All the different branches of science need to change. Need I say more? Social life. I had this very powerful visualization when I was in high school that I called the box bug out. And I realized that we live in a box, and we work in a box, we're eating out of a box, we drive to and from work in a box, we go home and we're entertained by dancing lights on a colored glass box, we fall asleep in a box, and then when it's all said and done and you die, where do they put you?
Our potential is way up here, and we are operating way down here.
We are not going to survive if we don't change how we are living our life.
Explore over 7,000 videos that uncover the mysteries of the universe.